Welcome to Ask Dharam Mentor series. We're going to take this question. Please explain difference between advertising and branding. Could you explain in simple words? Of course, I will explain you in a simple word. The first thing first, advertising in a simple word, creating a buzz around a USP, unique selling proposition or unique selling point, and broadcasting it or bombarding it and making it part of public conscious. For example, there is a two-wheeler, it gives 90 kilometers per liter. That's the unique selling point. There is no two-wheeler which is available in the Indian market which gives that kind of fantastic mileage. Now, the advertising, what it does is that it amplify that, it communicate that 90 kilometer per liter message, and it says in such a way that it becomes memorable. Advertising is all about broadcasting the message in a compelling way so that consumers can remember it. On the other hand, branding is a holistic approach to a product, company, and consumer. What do I mean? Brands are going to be there for decades and decades and decades. So therefore, they have to think much more holistically. For example, Apple or Nike, they have been there for decades. And we all know what they really stands for. What are those values? And what we can expect from their products also. So that's the part of brand building. It's a very subtle. It's not tactical like advertising. It just takes a one message, repeats so that it becomes permanent in the consumer's head. But branding is very subtle. It does several things without shouting. But over a period of time, you know and what this brand really stands for. So branding is much more subtle, and it is much more organic, and it's a much more time consuming, and it is not just communication. It's more than a TV ad, it's more than advertisements or hoardings or Google ads. I hope you started seeing these are two different things in terms of nature. Advertising is mainly used to give the message within a 30-second or 10-second. Branding is all about building a perception over a period of time, and it's a long-lasting. Advertising stays there for a few months or for that season, but branding stays there for decades and decades and decades. And we use advertising to communicate USPs or offerings. When we talk about special features, we use advertising. The branding we use to build the trust, the consumer trust towards the organization and the kind of product and services they're bringing to the market. We want to build a trust on those services, for those services. So I hope you're able to see the differences between advertising and branding. Thanks for asking question. I hope my answer kind of answered some of your queries.